Ben Askren, a name synonymous with grit, determination, and an unwavering spirit. A true competitor in every sense of the word. His career is adorned with gold medals and championship belts, testaments to his dedication and skill. He dominated wrestling mats, showcasing a relentless pursuit of victory and an unmatched technical prowess. And he conquered MMA cages, always pushing his limits, always seeking new challenges, and always striving for greatness. But in the summer of 2025, life threw an unexpected curveball. Ben faced a new, invisible opponent, one that threatened to take him down in a way he had never experienced before. It was a life-threatening illness, a silent adversary that tested his strength in ways the ring never could. This wasn't a fight in front of roaring fans under the bright lights of a stadium. It was a silent battle in a hospital room, a personal struggle waged far from the cheering crowds. The challenge was unlike any he'd faced, demanding a different kind of courage and resilience. It was testing not just his body, but his spirit and his family's resolve, pushing them to their limits. Ben, once the symbol of invincibility, a force to be reckoned with in the world of combat sports, was now fighting for his life, facing a battle that transcended any competition he had ever known. The illness struck fast, a stark reminder of life's unpredictable nature. It was reminding everyone that even the strongest are vulnerable, that even champions face challenges beyond the arena. His story became a powerful lesson, capturing the attention of the world. It highlighted that health is fragile, and life can change in an instant, underscoring the importance of cherishing every moment. This was not about takedowns or titles, about athletic achievements or public recognition. It was about survival, hope, and the love of those around him, the unwavering support that fueled his fight. Ben's journey would show what it truly means to be a champion, revealing the depths of his character and the strength of his spirit. It was when the fight is for your very life, when every breath becomes a victory. The world watched as his family and community rallied, united in their concern and support, their support unwavering, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Through fear and uncertainty, they stood by his side, a testament to the power of love and loyalty. Hope emerged as the driving force, a light guiding them through the darkness. Ben's ordeal revealed the unbreakable human spirit, showcasing the resilience that lies within us all. His toughest fight wasn't in the cage, under the roar of the crowd. It was in the quiet, sterile halls of a hospital, where the only sound was the beeping of machines and the hushed whispers of hope. This is the story of a champion's greatest test, a battle that would define him in ways no victory ever could. It's about courage, love, and the will to keep fighting, even when the odds seem insurmountable. It's about facing the unknown, even when the outcome is uncertain, with unwavering determination. Ben's journey is a reminder, a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit. It shows that true strength is found in our darkest hours, when we are forced to confront our own mortality. It's a testament to resilience, family, and the power of hope, the forces that can carry us through even the most difficult times. The world would soon see what it means to never give up, to fight for every breath, and to cherish every moment. Ben's fight would inspire thousands, touching lives and reminding us of the importance of courage and hope. It would be redefining what it means to be a hero, showing that true heroism lies not just in athletic achievements, but in the strength of character. And in the end, it's a story about the heart of a true champion, a heart that beats with courage, resilience, and unwavering hope. Ben's illness began like any other, just a cough, some fatigue. He was used to pushing through pain, but this time rest didn't help. His breathing grew labored, his energy vanished. Doctors diagnosed him with severe pneumonia, an aggressive infection attacking his lungs. Suddenly, the athlete's body was losing a battle it couldn't train for. Hospitalized in Wisconsin, Ben's condition worsened rapidly. Oxygen levels dropped, machines became his lifeline. For his family, watching his decline was a nightmare. Amy, his wife, stayed by his side, witnessing his struggle for every breath. Treatments failed to halt the relentless damage. The hospital room became the new arena, the stakes higher than any fight before. Doctors warned Amy Ben's lungs might not recover. The family faced a terrifying reality: his life hung in the balance. Every moment was a desperate wait for improvement that never came. The vibrant, unstoppable Ben was now fighting an invisible enemy. The journey had only begun, and the path ahead was filled with fear and uncertainty. The world watched, hoping for a miracle. Ben's fight was no longer just his own. It was a battle for everyone who loved him. The outcome was uncertain, but the fight was far from over. Inside the hospital, Ben's condition spiraled. Doctors tried everything, antibiotics, oxygen, every tool at their disposal, but his lungs were failing, unable to provide the oxygen he needed. The decision was made. Ben was placed on a ventilator, his body put into a medically induced coma. Machines now fought for him while his family watched, helpless. Days blurred into weeks, his lungs showed no sign of healing. The damage was irreversible. Doctors delivered the grim news: only a double lung transplant could save him. Ben was added to the national organ donor list, his case urgent. Time was running out. He needed a miracle. The once mighty athlete was now completely dependent on machines and the hope of a donor. His family clung to hope, even as the odds grew longer. The hospital room was filled with uncertainty. Every beep and monitor a reminder of the stakes. Ben's life was now in the hands of doctors, machines, and the kindness of a stranger. The fight had reached its most critical point. The world waited, holding its breath. Ben's story had become a race against time. The next chapter would determine everything. Hope was all they had left. While Ben lay unconscious, fighting for his life, Amy stepped forward, becoming his voice to the outside world. She shared updates online with a vulnerability that resonated deeply. Connecting with friends, family, and his devoted fans, she built a community of support. Her posts were raw, honest, a window into their struggle, chronicling every small victory, every heartbreaking setback, and the relentless uncertainty. The world responded, touched by their story, with an outpouring of support, prayers, and messages of hope. Privately, away from the public eye, Amy kept a journal, recording doctors' updates, her own anxieties, and her deepest, most private fears. She spoke to Ben constantly at his bedside, sharing stories about their children, their dreams, and their future together, and reading him messages of love and encouragement from family and friends. Her words became a lifeline, a constant connection, holding on to hope, clinging to faith when everything seemed utterly lost. Then, Amy revealed the stark reality of Ben's condition. He desperately needed a double lung transplant to survive. The public was shocked by the news, but Amy's unwavering courage inspired thousands to rally behind them. She somehow balanced caring for their young children, managing the overwhelming crisis, and sharing their incredibly personal journey with grace and strength. Her updates weren't just about medical procedures and statistics. They were a testament to love, unwavering faith, and the enduring power of family. Through Amy's honest and heartfelt eyes, the world saw Ben not just as a celebrated fighter, but as a loving husband, a devoted father, and a cherished friend. Family photos and cherished memories served as a constant reminder to everyone of what was truly at stake. Amy's journal became a powerful testament to the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering power of devotion. She was Ben's unwavering anchor, his fiercest advocate, and his ultimate source of strength and unwavering support. While life-sustaining machines kept his fragile body alive, Amy's unwavering hope and fierce love kept his spirit alive and fighting. The world watched with bated breath, deeply inspired by her unwavering and unconditional love. Amy's powerful words united a global community, transforming fear into unwavering hope and inspiring countless others. Her remarkable story became a beacon of hope, offering solace and strength to families everywhere facing the unimaginable challenges of life. The wait for donor lungs was agonizing. Every call brought hope and dread. Ben's life depended on a stranger's gift. When a match was found, relief mixed with sorrow for the donor's family. The transplant surgery was complex and risky, but it was Ben's only chance. Hours passed as surgeons worked to give him new life. Finally, the new lungs were in place. Ben's first breath with them marked a turning point. Recovery would be long and uncertain, but hope was restored. The family's faith and the donor's generosity made survival possible. Ben's fight was far from over, but he had a chance. The gift of life had arrived just in time. Gradually, over several days, the dedicated team of doctors carefully eased Ben out of his coma, monitoring his vital signs every step of the way. His family, who had maintained a constant vigil, waited anxiously, their hearts pounding with a mixture of hope and trepidation for him to wake. When he finally opened his eyes, after what seemed like an eternity, a wave of profound relief and uncontainable joy washed over the room, tears streaming down faces that had been etched with worry for weeks. But Ben was confused. His eyes darted around the room, trying to make sense of his surroundings. He strained, but he remembered nothing, absolutely nothing of the ordeal that had brought him here. An entire month of his life, a significant chunk of his recent past, had completely vanished from his memory. He didn't recall the severe bout of pneumonia that had nearly claimed his life, the life-saving but invasive ventilator that had breathed for him, or the desperate last-resort transplant that had given him a second chance. Amy, his devoted wife, gently and patiently explained what had happened during his unconsciousness, choosing her words with care, sharing her personal journal, filled with daily entries of hope and fear, and reading aloud the countless messages of support and love from friends and family. For Ben, listening to her words, it was surreal, like hearing a story about someone else. He'd somehow survived a fierce battle, a life-or-death struggle, but he couldn't remember fighting it. The scars that now marked his body were undeniably real, tangible proof of what he'd endured. But the corresponding memories, the experiences that had created those scars, were simply gone, lost in the fog of his coma. He struggled to reconcile his deeply ingrained identity as a strong, capable athlete with his drastically altered new reality, a reality defined by weakness and dependence. Learning about the extent of his lost time, the missing month, was a profound shock, but also, in a strange and unexpected way, a blessing, a shield against the full horror of his near-death experience. In a way, he'd been spared the most intense trauma, the agonizing awareness of his own mortality. Now he faced the daunting challenge of recovery, a long and arduous road ahead, piecing together the fragmented story of his survival, a story told to him by others, a narrative he himself couldn't recall. Ben had become, in essence, a spectator to his own incredible survival, watching his own story unfold from the outside. The journey ahead, he knew, would be about painstakingly rebuilding his strength, his health, and his life, both physically, through grueling physical therapy, and emotionally, through processing the enormity of what he'd been through. His family's unwavering love and Amy's comforting words became his guiding light, his compass pointing him toward recovery. The world watched with bated breath as Ben slowly began to understand, to truly grasp, the sheer magnitude of the fight he had unknowingly waged, the battle he had miraculously won. His story, already remarkable, was now no longer just a tale of survival against all odds. It was rapidly evolving into a powerful narrative of rediscovery, of finding himself again after a brush with death. Ben's toughest battle, the one he couldn't even remember, had undeniably left him profoundly changed, but crucially not defeated, not broken, and certainly not without hope. The next crucial step, the most important challenge of all, was learning to truly live again, to embrace his second chance and to forge a new path forward. As Ben learned more, Amy revealed the most harrowing truth. While in the coma, Ben's heart had stopped 4 times. Each time doctors fought to bring him back. He had technically died and returned, his body refusing to quit. The news was staggering, a testament to his will to survive and the skill of his medical team. Gratitude overwhelmed Ben. He owed his life to their relentless efforts. His survival was nothing short of miraculous. Ben's fighting spirit had endured even when he was unconscious. Through it all, Ben's family was his foundation. Amy was his rock, never leaving his side. Their children gave him a reason to fight. Extended family and friends rallied, offering support and love. The community's encouragement lifted their spirits. This ordeal brought the Askrens closer, focusing them on what truly mattered. Ben's survival was a testament to the power of family and community. Their collective strength made the impossible possible. Today, Ben Askren is on the long road to recovery. Each step, each breath, is a victory. He's learning to live with new lungs, celebrating small milestones. His story inspires others, highlighting the importance of organ donation. Ben and Amy now advocate for donor registration, hoping to save more lives. The future looks different, but Ben is grateful for every moment. The glory of championships has faded. Family and life's simple joys matter most. Ben's toughest fight was in a hospital, not a cage. His journey is a testament to hope, love, and resilience. He's been given a second chance, and he's making every day count. Ben Askren's spirit, like his heart, simply refused to quit.